Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed. I'm your host VGMKoren and we're going to go kill Tamir. He's meeting his merchant buddies at the merchant place and that means he needs to die. And you know, other various reasons. I think it was something about being a jerk in general. But anyways, we're gonna go kill him. We're gonna go kill him so hard. And that mostly involves, of course, running over to the part of the city that he's actually involved in. This part. Now, usually when going for these assassinations, I always go for rooftop approaches, and I try and stay on the ground as little as possible. I'm not very good at blending into crowds. I'm great at just running on rooftops. And that actually is going to be a bit of a beneficial thing for me here, because we can go in through the roof, I think. Yes! Yes, we can. I was right. So, Tamir is here, and we are now here. And now we're down here. I thought this was a cutscene.
Numbers change nothing. Your men failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
Were it that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses?
I have done all I can.
It is not enough.
Then perhaps you ask too much.
Too much? I gave you everything. Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I asked in return was you fill the orders I bring you. And you say I asked too much? You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
No! Stop!
Stop? I'm just getting started.
No! Stop! No!
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me? Face! No. Leave the body. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
So yeah, if you had any reservations at all about thinking this guy is just a complete asshat because he's, you know, selling weapons, that should be over now after seeing him stab an old defenseless man. Now, you know, this lady is attempting to, you know, bribe us, but we're not going to listen to her. Instead, we're going to blend over here like a monk, walk behind him, come back! Come back, I need you! Okay, so you do want to stay blended for these situations because, as you can see, the little flashing icon is red, which means that if someone sees us, we will be attacked. And oh my god, this lady is being the worst. No, she ruined everything! Okay, well, oh my god, okay. Alright, well, on the bright side, I may die. Wait, no, that's not the bright side at all. I'm dead. So, okay, well, this is a great thing to see in Assassin's Creed. Is that, you know, sometimes ladies beg you for stuff and you end up dead. So let's try this again. It does respawn you immediately where you were. So if you were a massive failure like I am, then, well, you get a second chance. I'm kind of happy that happened, just so I can show off the reloading system. I'm totally not embarrassed or anything like that. No, no. I'm not going to take it out by stabbing this guy in his back. Oh wait, yes I am.
Be at peace. You'll pay for this. You and all your kind.
It seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why me, when so many others do the same?
You believe yourself different then?
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
Ah, but he thinks I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride. It will destroy you, child.
Weren't expecting that, were you? Alright, so now we're on City Alert. This means that we can no longer escape the guards. They will always attack us on sight the moment that they find us. So, the moment that City Alert starts and its awesome music kicks in, you want to start running. And the reason for this is, as you might imagine, you're being attacked constantly. And yeah, this music is awesome. I love this part of the original Assassin's Creed game where you're getting chased through a city and guards are following you, and I'm already starting to lose them, which is kind of unfortunate. So, yeah, we won't get to listen to this great, awesome music long, and especially with me talking over. Oh wait, they found us. This music is really great. In fact, I don't even really want to go hide, but I will. Because this changes the music, as you might imagine. So, you want to hide, and oh, okay. We have to wait for him to go away, otherwise he will attack us. And a different, though equally awesome tune starts playing. Now, your goal here is to get back to the Assassin's Creed without re-triggering the guard. Which, given how far I am and the fact that I've lost my rooftop vantage point, is extremely unlikely, as you just saw. I am once again being chased. Which does reset the music, actually, so maybe it's a good thing. Now, as you can see, the roofs are far more valuable than walking on the streets for this. There are a couple of ways to do it, though, if you don't have access to the roofs. What you need to do instead is try and find monks or city people that will fight guards for you. And we're being chased again. But that's okay, because we are slowly getting back. Now, I do feel like I should point out, Assassin's Creed always has this weird thing where after you stab someone, you have this long, drawn-out heart-to-heart with them about what you just did. And it's true for every Assassin's Creed game, and it's always kind of surreal when it happens, and that'll keep happening. Uh-oh. Okay, I am very bad at free running across just open terrain, as we can see. But as long as I stay on the rooftops, we should be fine. Early Assassin's Creed games don't have guards with guns that shoot you the moment that you dare, you know, run around the rooftops. It's kind of nice. Alright, so we're back at the Bureau with our job complete. Let's have some more cutscenes. I love cutscenes. Not really.
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafik, I do not care what the others think of me.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Mualim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
And that is that. We are now freed from the city. We've completed our target, and we need to return to Mualim. That was another brutal murdering of the pronunciation of that name. Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to make me actually run back. That would have been awful. Oh. Oh, God, this is worse. This is so...
Out of the machine, Mr. Miles. What's the matter, Doc? Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
Oh, this is so much worse than having to run back to the city. I'm this guy again. Look at this. I was just wearing awesome white robes, and now I'm this. Well, let's talk to Lucy, because that's what we do.
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists. At least I think you're scientists. And forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
Ominous.
Hey, you know what? I've got a question I think you can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there talk like they're from the future?
The future?
I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating speech it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but... You ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
Can you tell me more about Abstergo? What goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not a part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunication stuff is particularly interesting.
Alright, and that's all we can talk to Lucy. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. I was totally wrong.
Aren't you tired?
Oh, no. Oh, thank God, the conversations are over. Okay, so we can actually look at the computer. And it's a bunch of emails. 3 emails, in fact. Let's read them. Blah, 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 blah. Access key in the parking lot. You can't... I'm going to open all these, and if you want to read them, feel free to pause the video. I'm not actually going to read all of these out loud. So now I'm going to scroll down for the rest of you people that are reading these. Basically, these are just saying that, you know, oh no, there's something going on. And that's basically it. We're not going to really mess with the email too much because the conspiracy is the kind of least interesting part of Assassin's Creed. I mean, if I was kidnapped by a company to go live the life of my assassin ancestors, I'd totally be down with that. I'm just going to say that evil companies out there, you are free to let me go be an assassin and be awesome in the past. You have my permission to do that. I'm probably going to regret this some years in the future.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
And that is the constant complaint that we will get throughout this game. Let's go to bed so we can go back to being awesome. I love being awesome. I hate being on this bed, Desmond. Oh hey, more numbers.
Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
This time, Warren doesn't see fit to give us a big speech about mankind, maybe. I can't remember. He does that a lot. It'll be continuing, don't worry.
Where's Lucy?
Oh, don't worry. She'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then, let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is?
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things?
I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right, right.
I still don't see where I fit into things.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Where what is?
Sorry I'm late. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
And that ends that cutscene. I was completely wrong. He did actually have a big metaphorical, philosophical conversation thing for us to do. So, my bad. I was wrong. We're going to get back in this right now, though, because, well, first of all, it's not been that long, and second, I've learned some fascinating things about the way Assassin's Creed saves the game. By which I mean poorly. So let's go ahead and hit continue, and I'll talk about that after the next inevitable cutscene.
To gather information about your surroundings.
Thanks, tutorial.
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
I see.
No, you don't. And it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson. Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Akka or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
And we get a new shiny. It's a short blade. Hooray. Actually, I think, well, it might actually only be, yeah, it's only the short blade. But we have remembered, magically, how to counter-kill people. Hooray! We have gained the most useful ability in the game. In fact, kind of what the combat is all based on and why I died, because I didn't have, oops. And oh no, he wants to demonstrate for us.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Now, I do like this, in that frames the tutorial, and maybe you could show us what you know instead of, you know, this is how you do this, even though you're a master assassin. Anyways, this is the counterattack. You press and hold the high profile button, and when an attack is coming to you, you press the counter button. And that's basically it. Now, I've always found it kind of interesting that the high profile button is the counterattack stance, and the low profile default stance is offensive, which, you know, probably doesn't mean a thing, but it just always interested me that that was the case.
You must be busy. I understand. Do not merely hold your blade, become one with it.
Okay, well, he's telling people, you know, philosophy of the blade, and I'm talking about counter-killing people. But yeah, I think it actually is kind of that you are most dangerous when you're in your counterattacking pose. That is where you thrive. That is where, as an assassin, you do your best. I like that. I like that. In that open combat isn't your biggest strength. It's assassinations and counters. It's pretty cool, actually, in my opinion. Anyways, that's something that completely explodes later on in the series, but that's kind of irrelevant to this game. Now, I mentioned that the game saves weirdly, and in 2 episodes so far, I have had to go back and replay small portions of the game to get back where I was when I quit. In the last episode, I left off having done the cutscene to go to our assassination, and that wasn't done. And then that first Desmond interlude, I had to listen to everything all over again because for some reason the game doesn't save at all during the Desmond sections. So I'll probably be trying to adjust episodes to compensate for not really particularly wanting to replay sections of the game. And I also want to hit someone along this road. There's got to be someone I can hit. Nah, probably not. Anyways, we can go to Jerusalem or Akka. Wait! I said I wanted to hit you. Alright, mission accomplished. I am one of the meanest people ever in open world games. I just kind of enjoy being the worst person to ever exist. Ever. Anyways, we can go to Jerusalem or Akka, and I think I'm going to go for Akka. Akka, because when I originally played the game, I went to Akka before Jerusalem, and, well, it's not that I have to do that or that there's any real reason, it's just that Akka has a very different feel to it.
Can easily break your cover if you cause them to drop with their...
Yeah, jar carriers suck. We all know this. Anyways, let's go ahead and, can I move the map? Maybe? No? Yes? Okay. Now we're moving the map. So we're going to go to Akka. Yes. I had to think about it for a minute. I do kind of want to go to Jerusalem, but I think Jerusalem, everyone knows it. It'll make a better capstone of the first 3 assassinations, in my opinion. Anyways, until then, well, I'll actually get us to Akka. I'll get us to Akka, and that's where we'll stop, because I have no idea if... I hope the game will save it. It did last time. It did last time. Anyways, as always, people will be threatening to kill us as we go through there, so it may take a minute or 2 to get to Akka. That's okay, though, because, well, we're an assassin and we have awesome counter kills now. As well as a short blade, which I believe at this point outperforms your sword slightly. Now, I could be wrong about that, but from what I remember, every time you get a new weapon or a new weapon upgrade, it is significantly better than the weapon you were just using. Hey guys, I'm gonna climb your building and there's nothing you can do about it to stop me. Da-da-da-da, climbing a building. Oh no, they're throwing rocks at me. This is the worst song. Oh god, we got... Oh. Well, I guess I'll show off counter kills now. Alright, so we're gonna use our short blade for this because it is extremely violent. Now, I actually will talk a little bit about the gameplay of later Assassin's Creed games. In Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, I believe, you can only counterattack kill one enemy at a time. And what I mean by that is past a certain point in the game... Okay, I see that I'm supposed to be able to climb up this, but the game just really doesn't want me to. Okay, thank God. In later Assassin's Creed games, you can, after you perform a counter kill, just mash the attack button and you'll start murdering everyone around you in one-hit kills. And I don't like that system. I actually think that the first Assassin's Creed has one of the better combat systems in the games. And the reason I think that is because you are relatively powerless in an open conflict. You can fight big battles with, you know, dozens of people, but it's going to take a long time, and it's much faster to escape and run away and, you know, approach whatever you were doing from a different angle, like, you know, an assassin would. And you're still extremely powerful in one-on-one situations, it's just when you get ganged up on, you're weaker. Later Assassin's Creed games, once you have a combo kill, kind of try to replace difficulty with numbers. They throw a lot more people at you, and instead of, you know, fighting, you know, 2 or 3 guards, you'll be fighting 10 or 12, and we're gonna get out and get out of our horse, because we were inside of it, and hide in here. And this is just something that you kind of have to deal with when you're going across this open world map. Now, thankfully, there are only 3 cities in the game, so once we go to all 3, I will probably just skip the map portions of the game. And, or maybe, I don't know. Tell me how you want to do this, because this is not the most interesting part of Assassin's Creed. I think I can say that without offending anyone. And in fact, it is one of the more time-consuming parts of Assassin's Creed. And it looks like we already have this viewpoint. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. Okay, well, hey guys, I'm just gonna, you know, climb your building again. Yep, up, I fell. And you fell, and everyone fell, and oh god. Oh man. So, counter kills. They are very powerful, very violent. You actually can use them at the very start of the game. Get back here! I want to stab you. Also, later Assassin's Creed games put markers over your head when enemies are about to attack you, which is kind of weird. Now, what he did there was he grabbed me to make me roll over, and... Oh, God. Oh, God. He almost... Okay. So, what you want to do in this state is totally get just messed up by that guy. Oh, where's this gonna put me? I have died twice in this episode. I am terrible. Okay, we are actually exactly where we left off. Okay, so I am going to try and climb this building again. Hopefully they won't attack me. It's kind of... They kind of decide whether they want to or not. Now, as you can see there, that is a good example. In other Assassin's Creed games, I could just probably hammer on the attack button, and because there's no variation whether enemies have slow or fast attacks, and because I'm told with a big red marker, hey, this guy's going to attack you now, better hit your counter button, you know, I don't have to pay that much attention. Here, I tried to take on a fight that I clearly was outmatched in, and I got punished for it by dying. Now, of course, I only went back 5 feet, but it does show you kind of the difference in gameplay, and I am sorry, sir, but I am stealing your horse. Goodbye forever. Nope, my horse. You don't get this horse anymore. I reclaim it for the Assassin's Order. Goodbye forever. So yeah, that's something that's always struck me interesting, but of course, it has to be said as well that later Assassin's Creed games kind of, well, they kind of forget the Assassin's part. They take it more as a literal creed than actually you're an assassin assassinating people with your assassiny things. And as you can see, you can actually escape conflict by running away far enough. Now, sometimes it takes a long time because they'll be chasing you forever. It can be faster to just jump. We'll get that viewpoint another day. I don't really feel like climbing the same building and jumping off of it again. And instead, we are going to go... See, as you can see... Oh, it did. I was going to say, you know, it took forever for that thing to go off, but...
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
Thanks, tutorial. I need to figure out a way to turn that voice off. Anyways, this is Akka. As you can see, it's already very different from the first city, which... from Damascus. There we go. I kind of blanked on the city name for a second there. This place is actually one of my favorite cities in Assassin's Creed, in just the entire series, and kind of why I wanted to come here. Now, if you want to find out why it's one of my favorite cities, well then, you'll just have to join me in the next one. I hope to see you then. And maybe we'll save that citizen from getting, you know, manhandled by those guards. Maybe.